All right, good morning. It is Monday, August 18th. We are just getting started here, loading into Battle Royale solos. We got our first cup of coffee. We made it through another weekend. So, yeah, Saturday we finally got the ABR unlocked. It's the new burst fire weapon from, I guess, the Battle Pass. And then you have to clear the first 6 pages of the Battle Pass to get it. And, well, we're finally there. So I built it up. I don't know how it's going to work out. I'm not sure that I'm a burst fire kind of person.
Check weapons and gear. We're holding for deployment.
But we'll give it a good old college try here.
Enemies dropping into the AR.
Wow, everybody's using this thing. Aaron Ellis, what's up? Oh, an STG-44. Hold on. Good Lord. We may have to get our STG out after that. I think I just deleted us.
All stations, this is Shadow 01.
And I think someone said on stream the other day that the STG was pretty potent. So we might give that a try. Freedom Farmstead, good morning. How was your weekend? My weekend was pretty good. I still have some company in town, staying at the tiny house, so I think they're leaving on Wednesday. So we have a couple more days with them. Don't think I accomplished very much, but that's all right. All right, BR solos. Let's get on the ground. Try to be safe about it. Backside of train station looks perfect. We are not alone. It's in the train, so I'm not sure. Not sure if we should short it. There's never a gun in this train.
Check your map. Find some points containing enemy intel nearby. Capture it for information on the next gas spring.
All right, so now I'm kind of rethinking my strategy. I made a new loadout with that ABR burst fire gun, but someone just destroyed me in pregame with an STG, and I'd much rather have the STG. Looks like a horrible place to stand. Cliffy Floors, good morning. Hope you're doing well. Hope your weekend was successful. Guy just went up the staircase.
Well done, soldier. Check your map for the next gas spread location. Enemy soldier incoming.
There are bots everywhere in here. We should probably do the right thing, go get our loadout. And now I'm rethinking my loadout. I think we're going to stay with the GPR because we know that it's good. And we'll worry about the ABR some other time because I don't know that I can burst fire. All right.
Intel point activated.
Cliffy, weekend was a lot of time trying to figure out a golf cart issue. Not going good. Uh-oh. Is it an electric golf cart or a gas? I used to have a gas golf cart, and it was pretty reliable. The kids were hard on it, but it did pretty well. Golf cart should be pretty easy to get sorted out. Electrical issues aren't that bad. The constant velocity belt-driven thing can be a pain sometimes, but pretty much they're pretty reliable. All right, let's go get another contract.
Got a scavenger contract here.
But I definitely agree. It's no fun when your equipment isn't working the way you want it to work. Someone was up here. All of these doors are open. Somebody's looking at us over here. Drop the kill streak this way. Don't know where they're at. They were probably at the buy station. Is he up top? No way. Oh, we got shot by 2 people. Emily, good morning. Hope you're doing well. Cliffy, gas. 295 Robin engine. New carb. It runs great until it gets hot. Then have to feather the gas to get full power. Feathering the gas. Sounds like it might be running rich. But that does make a lot of sense because when it heats up, the gas should vaporize easier. Maybe, does it have an auto choke that's getting stuck maybe? It's hard to say. Emily, how was the weekend? The weekend was pretty good. Didn't accomplish a lot. Had a party with our neighbors Saturday night that turned into a, I don't know, probably something like a Sunday night or Sunday flu situation. Probably should drink less at these parties. Cliffy Flores, be a lot easier if you could read the codes. Yeah. thing is, if you're having the problem, someone else in the world is probably having the same issue, and you'll probably be able to find out online what's going on with it. Some creative YouTubing should get you the answer to that. All right. Well, we died for playing not smart. We had about 4 or 5 bots around, and somehow they ganged up on us. That wasn't good. That's okay. It's okay. We have our loadout. All we kind of need is some more intel would be good. Need to keep looting, get as much stuff as we can get. Oh, good Lord. This guy's scaring the hell out of me. Wow, I think I had a jump scare on that. All of a sudden, there's just a guy in the building with me. No auto choke. Try fuel pump today. Might try a new battery. I don't know why a battery would cause the issue. Definitely seems like it's running rich. If you have to, well, it depends on what you exactly mean by feathering the carburetor. Obviously, less, too much gas would cause it to bog down a little bit. Oh my goodness, they've got to stop these things. All right, let's go get our self-revive and some stuff. But yeah, all you can do is keep changing. Change one thing at a time, see if it gets better or worse. Eventually you'll find out what the main culprit is. All right. So there's still 82 people in the games. Still a lot of bots. Bowtie, good morning. Hope you're doing well. Krellush, good morning. Cliffy Floor has great power and runs better than it did with the new car for 10 minutes, then not so much. Yeah, I can't really... It seems odd that it would change. Make sure you're not getting some type of an air leak between the carb and the engine. Sometimes when it heats up, it could expand that gap as the metal expands. And if you're getting an air leak, it would start running lean, which would actually start by running better for a moment and then get worse. Sly Dog, good morning. Speed Freak, good morning. Recovery Rocks, bad fuel. That's probably an option. Make sure you're running only Rec 90 in it. Never run ethanol fuel in it. That might be what messed up the carburetor the first time, is ethanol fuel. It's the worst for little carbureted engines. Why is this guy on my roof? What are you doing on the roof? All right, there was still another guy down low. I really feel like there's someone here. I didn't hear the helicopter guy shoot at anybody. All right, let's wait for a second, see what's going on. Actually, we should go get one more contract. And we'll assume that we're okay over here. It was kind of strange the way that guy dropped in with his helicopter, sat on the roof for a minute, and then flew away. Thought for sure he was going to be some type of a demon and destroy us. We have a guy inside here. Get these boxes to quiet down a little bit. All right, so he is camping upstairs. Just laying there like a... Oh, he's got a cipher? He's got nothing going on. He must have just come back. First time Raider chat. Dead Helen, what's up? Raider from Banana Hamo. What's up, guys? Welcome in. It's awesome. Raiding party of 24. Welcome in, Raiders. Selbor, good morning. UK Tiff, what's up? Yeah, we just got destroyed. We went in a building. We knew a guy was in there. I thought he was in the bathroom. I didn't really think he was going to be laying upstairs at the staircase, but he was. Banana with the raid. Thank you for that. It's awesome this Monday morning. Yeah, we didn't do that well, actually. We had 11 kills. We went to the gulag, died. A horrible death both times. J-Bar, good morning. Speed Freak, ethanol free is hard to come by in my area. Very few places sell it. Speed Freak. Yeah, most places, most little towns will have Rec 90 somewhere because most lawn equipment, chainsaws, side-by-sides, all those things need good gas. And it just doesn't do well on ethanol gas. Banana, it's actually banana hammock. That's the way you pronounce that. I've lurked on a couple streams, but just waiting to drop a raid. Thanks for that. That's awesome. What time is it for me? I think it's just about 6:40 in the morning. So I'm Eastern Time, U.S., in the mountains of North Carolina. I just hang out here and play Warzone in the morning, drink my morning coffee, and plan my day, pretty much. We stream for about 2.5 hours every day except for Sundays. And the rest of the time we're out in the woods, building stuff, shooting guns, working on tractors, cutting trees, you know, all the good old stuff. Banana's up in Ohio. That's awesome. Yeah, I have a brother-in-law in Ohio. That's always fun to get up that way. Banana's a Rebirth player. I used to play a lot of Rebirth. I have a full-time squad that I would drop in with. We'd always go to Harbor and play it out from there. Just not a fan anymore. I don't know. I'm over it. I'm actually not enjoying Warzone too much either. We've actually downgraded to just play casuals. It's just not as much fun as it used to be. We used to get 2 or 3 wins a week playing BR solos back in the day. But just either kids are a lot better than me or I'm a lot worse than I used to be. Could be either of those. But I do have fun just hanging out in the morning, talking to people, answering questions, just whatever. Today's problem of the day is Cliffy has a golf cart that's not running well, so we're trying to diagnose what his problem is with the golf cart. UK diff, that's early. Yeah, well you can't enjoy the full day if you don't get started early. So I always try to get my streaming out of the way by 9 a.m. and then it's time to get outside and do something fun. All right, VR solos, got to get on the ground early. Got to kind of be safe about it. We don't want to get too far behind the gas circle. But on the flip side, we don't want to drop right in the middle either. Banana, I stream 6 to 12 hours through the night. Wow. You know, I don't think I could play a video game for 6 to 12 hours. I'm not built for that. I think sitting in my office chair for that long would destroy my back or something. Something not good would happen. And pretty much in the morning, once the coffee's gone, I'm done. You know, I'm not going to make another pot of coffee. Then we'll have to start doing bio breaks and stuff like that. So, yeah, 2.5 hours about all we get. I am on Twitch and YouTube, and I do post a lot of videos over on YouTube. So that's my main deal is YouTube videos. Streaming is just a fun thing we do. Banana, my neck feels it. Yeah. How bad is this ground load? This Ladra is the worst.
Capture complete. Uploading information on the next gas.
What? Wow, that was horrible. We just thermited ourselves. Not liking my gun situation. Good Lord, we are horrible at this game right now. I think this Ladra, like every 8th bullet hits something. The rest are just not even. And it's only a bot. We still can't hit the guy. All right, let's get rid of this Ladra. That is the worst gun in the world. How about a blue LC-10? That'll work. All right, we have a little bit of a distance to go here. Get our loadout. Then at least we have a gun that works. The link in your YouTube on Twitch doesn't work. Uh-oh. That's not. Oh, you know what? I know why. I used to have. Man, I'm the worst streamer in the world. No, I used to have numbers at the end of my YouTube account, and that was something they had added to it, and that was the link that I put up. But yeah, it's just DPGladius over on Twitch. There are no numbers. So I guess I need to fix that. We're sitting here with 16 bullets. Kind of didn't want to reload, but I guess we have to. Thank you for pointing that out. Nobody's ever told me that it doesn't work. And my name's been this way for at least 2 years now, so that's pretty awesome. Just goes to show, not very many people click on that link. All right. Skeptors, I'm surprised that new guns aren't that good. No, the ABR is supposed to be real good. In fact, Saturday we were getting destroyed with it pretty regularly. I'm not a big fan of the burst fire weapons. I did build a loadout for it. But in pregame, I was actually being destroyed by the STG-44, which was I think it's an old Vanguard gun. Just haven't even thought about using the old guns. Last time I was there, you couldn't do 8 attachments with them, and it just seems like it's hard to get a super stable, super damage level gun with 5 attachments. All right, well, we're just kind of winging it here. Walk by Faith, good morning. Hope you're doing well. Skeptic says the A-bar is doing all right, but just can't compete with the GPR of the Garage. Yeah, the GPR, to me, is the most stable, hardest hitting gun in the game. I was running the FFAR for a long time, but finally just said, yeah, the GPR is better. All right, do we back out this way and go grab one more? I think we can. The right thing to do would be grab this helicopter and go get it. 200 meters, we can take the 4-wheeler up there. Looks like Banana is liking the bunnies and the cats. That's kind of cool. Speed Freak, did you sleep in the new camper yet? No, we have not been in the new camper yet. I think I'm going to wait till our company leaves on Wednesday and then get back to that project. I do need to finish up my woodworking project in the camper, though. I think I'll get it done today. I have to build take the bathroom vanity, cabinet door off, build a new door with a little tunnel to the cat litter box. And I also, bad planning, I forgot that there's a full bathroom door to the bathroom of the camper. And yeah, if the bathroom door is closed, the cat can't get to his litter box that way either. So we have to put a cat door in that door also. But it's no big deal. Cliffy Floor, how about that new BO7 trailer? I didn't know there was a new trailer, but I wasn't really enjoying the last trailer. Oh, we are not going to get this. It's a bad idea. We're going to cook our whole gas mask. It's moving pretty fast. Oh my goodness, run faster, little man. No, my goodness, that was horrible. Yeah, Cliffy, I'll look at the new BO7 trailer. I can't imagine it's good. Same with the XM4 blueprint. Yeah, most of the new guns just don't seem to get it done for some reason. We have a really nice place on our property. I think we're going to put the camper on it to test it out, boondocking a few nights. I had to order all the typical stuff you need for a new camper. I did get 2 new lithium batteries for it. It had a single lead acid battery, and I think lithium will be better for us. Also had to get some of the sewer hoses, an adapter for the electric cord, just all the stuff you need. So Mrs. P is also trying to get all the stuff for the inside. Obviously we need camp chairs, a rug, stuff. All right. That was pretty horrible. So we were just like half a second too late to get out of that gas last time. You should have grabbed the ATV. You know, I thought about getting the ATV. I thought, oh, it's not that far to circle, and surely we'll catch up on it. But we didn't. It was not good. I think that's down inside the bunker. No, it's in a house. I think we should grab our self-revive first. Maybe a single plate. Got a guy over here that's not supposed to be there. He's going to that contract, so we're going to go ahead and get our self-revive, put in a single plate, and steal his helicopter. I think it's the thing to do. Sure, he's still in this house. All right, well, he didn't look like he had a big pile of money or anything. Got a guy up here, probably going for the chopper. That's a real player. What does he have? What is it? Good lord, that thing is the slowest aim down sight weapon in the world. Alright, well, what we're going to do is just get another loadout real quick. Throw it that way somewhere. Grab a satchel, get a new gas mask. Ooh, we need munitions. That's a bad thing. We have no bullets. Get our sniper, get our... where'd our gun go? Need more bullets. I think they messed up by putting this thing in here. Alright, let's go get another contract. Stanley, do you want to waste your time reloading the LMG for 12 hours or have your gun you can reload faster? You know, the idea with an LMG is you have to break your habit of reloading all the time. But I'm not good at it. Pretty much every gunfight, even if it's 5 bullets, I go for a reload, which is usually a bad idea. Somebody put a... I really thought there was going to be somebody right there. Chief Engine Man ran the ABR all weekend. No issues competing with it. Yeah, I definitely get shot with it a lot. Can't hear nothing. What'd you shoot me with? What did he... Lucci, what is wrong with you? Wow, thanks, Lucci. That's awesome. Just got destroyed by Lucci. Put out of the game. Let's spectate Lucci for 1 second here. He's got his shotgun. I'm guessing he's interacting with his chats right now or something. He has 9 kills so far, 68 people left, running the shotgun and a sniper rifle. He had no interest in any of our guns, which I don't blame him. Oh, Steel Guy says it's an Easter egg. You gotta run. Yeah, see, I don't have enough time in the day to do all the Easter eggs. Getting camos and stuff just isn't my thing. All right, well, you know, I would have thought Luci's going to be running and gunning more, but he's just kind of hanging. Wow, he is quick with that FJX. He has the Willis 3X on this thing. We may have to give that a try. All right. Well, that was Lucci. Would have been awesome if he would have ran his car over our Crocs mines, but he didn't. Instead, he just sniped us in the head. So we had 9 kills. We were on pace with whatever Lucci had going on, but definitely destroyed us. Gra fell off. I ran Cypher also. Yeah, I tried to run that SWAT 556 Gra for a long time because I remember back in the original Warzone, it was definitely the gun you wanted. Skeptor says it's still a beast. Just build you got from the stadium Easter egg is so good. Yeah, I didn't get the stadium Easter egg. Crazy. Recovery rocks. I'm getting geared up to hike the AT when I quit working. Trying to keep my pack weight down. I'm going minimal. Yeah, I guess if you hike, I would go minimal too. I think, you know, maybe every week take a 0 day somewhere close to a town where you can take a shower, clean up, and go again. Recovery Rex got to go make the donuts. Have a great day. Thanks for coming by today. What else are we missing over here? I think we're pretty caught up. Krellush thought it was caused by the zombie event thing. Yeah, that could be. I don't know why they would put zombie crates in BR. I think they just messed up, and when they cut and paste the code in, they put it in the wrong game. It doesn't fit at all. It doesn't fit with anything going on. I guess the Reckoning, is that what's going on? Play a match of zombies to join, but I don't know why they're bleeding that event over to Warzone. That doesn't make a lot of sense. Then we have a boxing event, action heroes, 90s action heroes. So we're going to come back to Stallone, and I don't know who else they'll bring back. Maybe Die Hard again? What other 90s action heroes were there? Let's click on it, see what it doesn't say anything. Obviously they're doing Rocky, but it doesn't fit in the Warzone at all. I think that was actually the downfall of Warzone, is when they did the Rambo and the Die Hard collaboration. That was the beginning of the end for all these silly skins and stuff in the game. Krellis, they're trying hard for me to get multiplayer. It's not happening. I may get BO7. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they're going to have a come to Jesus moment about this whole Battlefield 6 thing and say we're on the cusp of not being relevant anymore, because they really have just been kind of not trying for the last, well, ever since Vanguard. I think they pretty much quit trying. They replaced Vanguard. They had some pretty good little maps. You know, Vondel was always fun. But since then, those were all in the pipeline already. But when Modern Warfare 3 and then this BO6 was awful. And all the collaborations are more important than actual gameplay. And I just don't get it. I don't know why they would abandon their core just to sell some Beavis and Butthead skins. And you don't see any of these skins long term. You know, you'll see them during the events. You'll see a few people buy the Black Cell stuff. But it doesn't feel like you see enough of those skins for them to make money on it, but I guess they do. I still feel bad that we got destroyed by Lucci. Skeptor still gets 45 plus games with it. Yeah, we still, you know, I think that American Dad thing, that didn't go over very well. You saw that guy in there maybe 3 or 4 games and then never saw him again. Some of the Beavis and Butthead stuff you saw for a little while, and I think it was just because the hitbox was messed up. If you shoot him in the head or in the hair, nothing happened. So it kind of threw off the hitboxes quite a bit. Yeah, I don't think I've ever been more than low 20s in a game. So I'm not sure how people are getting those super high kill games. 45 is ridiculously high. How about a gun?
Supply box is marked. Secure those locations.
Oh heck, we're gonna jump in here. Another zombie crate. Problem with the zombie crate is it puts you out of the game for like 10 seconds. If you were in a gunfight right now, you couldn't compete. At least I can't. We'll take a precision over a mortar. A precision is more for killing somebody you down, and a mortar is more of just an area suppression. Sometimes you pick up these FFARs with the big optics on them. That's like the second most worthless gun in the game, right behind the Essex. You pick up the Essex, just keep your pistol. You'll be better off.
One supply box down. 2 remain. I'm hit.
Tell you what, these bots are strafing a lot better than they used to. All right, they took the buy station away from here. Seagrave! I swear some of it is intentional. For example, everyone liked to do away with the cartoon operators on release, the new update. Wait till you see the new operator skins with the update. More animated BS. Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. Is there... Until they get rid of their art designers and all the people, they have all this bias towards crap. And that's what we're going to get. We're just going to get more crap. But all it's going to take is for them to lose big numbers. You know, they're going to have to sort something out before October. And then if Battlefield 6 actually has a playable battle royale, I think it's probably not the end of Call of Duty, but it's definitely the end of Warzone, because nobody really likes this crap. At least I don't, but maybe I'm irrelevant. All right, I think we have no buy stations close. Skeptors, if you open a case like that, you need to run through the blood petals around them, and if you do that 30 times, you get the XM4 blueprint for an Easter egg. Well, that's pretty awesome. I don't know what I would do with an XM4 blueprint. I think I have a bunch of them already that I never use. All right. We have $21,000. Thought we just heard somebody running behind us. Yeah, I'm not somebody that chases camos and Easter eggs and all that stuff. It just isn't me. Don't have a box. You know, I'm still thinking the GPR is not a good fit for a sniper support. Seagrave says the only benefit of zombie crates if you do run through the pedals, they drop a stack of cash. Well, that's something at least. All right, well, we got everything we need, so buying more stuff is going to help us any. All right, next time we find a zombie crate, we're going to run through the pedals. It's like, I don't know what that's all about. What are the pedals for? Is it like an opium plant or something? I think I hear something. No. Thought we heard a zombie crate, but it wasn't. Skepta says they also dropped the legendary or the mystic? I thought they were legendary. I think orange are legendary. I don't know. I don't know where blue is. So who's the guy that was shooting at us back here? Sometimes if you shoot, the boss will head your way. Somebody shot somebody back here. Took that guy out. Cash, calling, other stuff. UAV. So we'll run through pedals if we find another box. All right, let's go ahead and cross over this river. I don't think we want to do this late. Early's always better. So Banana, and if any of your followers are still around, thanks for stopping by today. It's pretty awesome. That guy destroyed us with his car. Where are you? I swear they nerfed the damage on this HDR, or the bullet velocity. Not sure why that guy didn't kill me. Steel guys, they are butterflies. You know, I just thought they were flies, like, you know, when you have dead meat, like roadkill, you get flies on it. I thought that's what those were, but maybe they are butterflies. Something more woke than flies. I think I went in the big house. Wow. Can't be happy about that.
I'm reloading. Passing by. You've got gas moving in.
Most likely there's another loadout for him, so he might not come back for his gear. He might, though. Guess we're just going to hold it with what we got. Yeah, I'm finding I am not using the sniper as much as we used to, so we may get away from sniping and go back to an SMG GPR loadout. I think that's probably a better deal. The HDR was so broken before, you almost had to use it. And occasionally I'll still get good hits with it, but just not as broken as it was.
Hostile UAV in the area.
Oh, the guy went back for his thing. We're gonna hold this edge. Still need my self-revive, so we should go get that. All right, we're geared up enough. Red butterfly from BO7 teaser trailer. Yeah, I just don't understand the butterflies. Why would there be butterflies with zombies? I guess butterflies make more sense than petals, like flower petals, unless it was like opium flowers or something like that. Something hallucinogenic, but I guess butterflies could be hallucinogenic also. You know what we're not doing? We're not pre-firing. You know, we're aiming down scope and then, or aiming down sights and then firing instead of just hitting everything at the same time. But we do have the G-Lock laser on here, so we should just be able to hip fire to ADS and get pretty good hits on it. So we're going to try that more.
Enemy UAV is online.
You know, the Kilo is another gun that should be better than it is. Another guy up here. Bad Santa. Not sure what's up with the Bad Santa as a bot skin. Unless they're getting ready for Christmas already. Alright, so we're going to run through the flies. What does that do for you again? All it does is make it so you can't hear shit in the game. That wasn't good. Stanley, only 4 months till December. Yeah, that's pretty close. Bad Santa coming around the corner. Brandon Kirkham, good morning. J-Bar, after you run into 30 butterflies, things you get a blueprint. I'm pretty sure I can't stand that box 29 more times. Get all my stuff back. All right. So this guy must be in the gulag because his stuff didn't disappear. So he's going to get... Oh, good lord. What are we doing? I don't have my prox mines? I was going to say, we're just going to leave a prox mine on his thing. Self-revive, munitions box, UAV. Put this down. Alright. Alright. Snarky, sometimes you get redeployed right where you died, other times not. I almost think if the gas is closing in on your old spot, they put you more in circle. But I've seen the same thing. Sometimes it's like, yeah, I'm right over my gear, I go back and get it. Other times you got to fly forever to get back to where you want to be. And I do get it when there's like when you're on a squad, they put you close to your squad. But without a squad, there's not a lot of reason for it. Guess we need to push straight toward... Well, we should take this car and just get to the back. No way. What is wrong with that guy? Scar. He's still using the FFAR. So that's kind of cool. J-Bar, no, it's like 4 boxes with like 6 to 8 butterflies dust to unlock the blueprint. All right, well, 4 boxes we could probably handle. So we had 19 kills that game, 2 deaths. Didn't do very well, actually. What we really should do is, after I die, after I die, we should actually go and spectate whoever we just, what did we just get? We got the 9mm skull splitter barrel. I don't know, what gun does that go on? Any 9mm? It's hard to say. We have this AI generated cartoon looking character. It's the realism just isn't there anymore. I don't know what it is with the skins, but it's just not good. Unlucky. Yeah, I shouldn't have jumped out of the car. We should have just kept going for cover. I'm going to grab some coffee. I'll be right back. So my company that's in town, I think he is going to go fly fishing today. I guess fly fishing around here is a big deal. Lots of little streams and rivers, so there's a lot of little brook trout and things to catch. So he wants to do that. He's going to go take care of that. And I think his wife is probably just going to hang out, read a book, enjoy the mountain air, and yeah, so we'll leave them alone today. The speed you go through this battle pass, by the way, is insane. It's moving so rapidly. Skepters. Yeah, I don't know how fast it's going. Well, it's been a double XP week. It's like it was supposed to be a weekend, but I think it's still going.
Enemies are dropping into the area.
I'm only on
Watch
page
the
7
skies.
of the battle pass, but I don't play that much. We should be using the ABR in pregame just to level the thing up. Man, the game is super glitchy right now. Okay, so Sammy just destroyed us with his burst fire goo gun. He has paintballs coming out, I think. Dying a horrible death. You're already at 45%. Is that a good number? 45? I think so. I think we're on page 7. I don't know. Burst fire doesn't feel very good. I almost think single fire or auto fire would be good. All right, we're going to be a little more careful this time. We need a good route with lots of contracts. I almost think a helicopter strat might be good.
Battle Royale. Good, lock. Recon contract lock.
I'm rethinking my strategy while we're flying in. I guess that's good enough. As long as nobody hits this before we get there. Probably wasn't the best approach.
Enemy intel located. Capture and secure the intel point to discover the next gas spread.
It's like, all right, I don't even know if we can get our chopper back. We kind of abandoned it on this roof. Oh, we can get it. Kind of try to be careful with it so we don't destroy it. We have a bad habit of wrecking choppers quick. Chief Engine Man, sure there will be more in-game stuff with GameCon announcement of BO7 tomorrow. Yeah, I don't know what they can do to actually make the game good at this point. I mean, I still like playing the game. And in reality, we don't see as many cheesy looking skins running around as we used to. Somebody running over here.
Uploading information on the next gas spread.
All right, helicopter is not very safe.
Check your map. Multiple points of enemy intel nearby. Capture it for information on the next gas spread.
we're gonna get destroyed here accidentally.
Friendly loadout drops on the way.
Really?
Got gas moving in.
All right.
Intel point activated.
Can't hear nothing.
Ensure the point is secure.
Special calling card when you watch any of those monitors for 15 seconds standing still. Yeah, we're not going to do that.
Recon contract marked. Intel point captured. Great work. You've earned a peek at the next gas spread.
All right, I know we're flying away from bots, but we just need to get our contracts out of the way. Then we can go bot hunting. Guy was sitting in here waiting by the contract for somebody to grab it.
Enemy intel located. Reloading. Capture and secure the intel point to discover the next gas spread.
He may have been just trying to get the contract. Someone's doing a contract up here.
Moving.
All right, we got him good with a good little slide there.
Stay there. Secure the
DP's like, screw all these eaters. Eater? I don't know what that is. Easter eggs. Yeah, we don't like the Easter eggs. I would rather just focus on the game. You know, give us a good game. Spend all that Easter egg time fixing some of the janky textures. You know, redraw some of the good old characters and get them back in here, or just replace them with something better. Care package? We'll take his care package. He's not going to need it. His contract is gone. Guess that's it. If we wait around here too long, bad things will happen. Oh, I don't know. I guess we'll go right over here.
recon contract marked.
So I'm trying to look for bad people as we're flying in. A lot of times it doesn't quite work out that way. Good thing is, flying around the helicopter, we haven't seen a single zombie box. Ooh, that's hard on the chopper there.
Good work. Hold down the point until it's secure.
Definitely going to be a farmland finish. Skeptors, to be honest, I can understand that idea, though. All the stuff you get from it is stuff that you will never see or use. Yeah, you know, I can't remember the last time I went through my calling cards and said, you know what? Why do I need a calling card? I haven't even looked at them.
Intel point captured. Great work. You've earned a peek at the next gas spread.
What's wrong with this guy? He's got his old faithful black cell gun. Huh. Do we take his gun? Hull Buster. So he's running an LC-10. Old Faithful. I don't know what Old Faithful is. Good Lord. That thing's got a slowest aim down sight I've ever seen in my life. We're actually going to throw a prox mine on his gear here in a second. We have one cooking right now, and then we're just going to run for our loadout. There we go. Put that right about there. Looking for baddies. Call me Pug. I'm about halfway through watching a Bigfoot documentary in North Carolina. Hold on, let me get this and I'll finish reading your chat. Yeats Place Campground and Coggins Mines. Is that your neck of the woods? I don't think so. I think that's more north. I think that's like by Boone, North Carolina. Our mountains around here have been in several movies. The Hunger Games was actually filmed here. What else? We had the movie Deliverance back in the 80s, I guess, with Burt Reynolds. It was filmed here. Well, it was filmed just south of here, like 20, 30 minutes south of here. At a place called, oh, what is the name of it? Tallulah Falls. It was on the Tallulah River. A lot of gunfire happening back there. Someone should be running this way soon. All right, guess you gotta take the ladder. Walk by faith. Someone was that stuff. Oh, someone wants that stuff, and they're making money off of it. That's probably why they still come out. To be honest, you know, I don't think so. I think calling cards and that kind of stuff has been a long staple of the game modes. Got a sniper across the way. Really should just get off of here. Because we're going to get sniped in the head like we just did. The right thing for us to do is to hit the higher ground and work our way in. The way the circle is, we know where we need to be. There was just a guy across the river. Get up here a little bit higher and then we'll turn around and see if we can snipe back that way. Somebody's shooting at somebody. All right, let's run. Call me Pug. It's a national forest area. I can't remember the name. So the national forest around here, we have Pisgah National Forest, and that's where Hunger Games was filmed. We are in Nantahala National Forest, where I live here. What else? There's the Oconee, O-C-O-E-E, Ocoee National Forest close by. And I think that's about it. There's a few other ones as you get into Georgia. But those are the three big ones close to where I'm at. Walk By is not going to spend any money on any of that stuff. I don't blame you, Walk By. I think the only thing I've ever even spent COD points on, and it wasn't even real money, was the nail gun back in the day. Back in the original Warzone, there was about a week that the nail gun was meta, and it was like the most powerful SMG in the game. And if you didn't run the nail gun, you were just outclassed in every up-close gunfight. So yeah, I spent like 1,200 COD points for the nail gun, and like the next day after I bought it, it was nerfed. Not seeing nothing back there.
You're losing ground. Moving.
But I think any like woodsy area that they need, you know, private area with no people around, these national forests are great because there's so many forest roads that are closed off to the general public. And I'm sure you can get a permit to go do whatever you need to do. But you have roads, you have some old buildings. Lots of waterfalls, lots of caves. Speaking of which, there's a cave around here that I kind of want to revisit. All right, we're going to have to get down to these houses and then in. I feel like I hear police cars. Just making sure it's not outside the house. Sounds like it's in the game. Some type of sirens going on, maybe. Or maybe I just have... Maybe my ears just aren't working right anymore. All right. Well, being down here at the bottom of the hill isn't a great idea. But we're going to wait for a minute. We've been playing this way too quick. There's a bot running around here somewhere. I don't know what's wrong with his sound, but he was all kinds of janky sounding when he ran by. Again, up the hill would probably be better than hanging out down here. I really don't want to be the guy hanging out in a building for a half hour. Big barn looks like the place to be.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Can't see nothing that way. We know we have car guy and a bunch of people going to be behind us.
Gas inbound. Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
We don't have any good sight lines. Could those kill streaks be any louder? Alright, we just heard a car guy. We kind of need a buy station. We have plenty of cash. We'd have to go back towards car guy to get the cash. What do we get? Didn't mean to buy that, but we have quite a bit of money. Don't hit the car. Oh my goodness. Really? Make sure our prox mines are still set. All right. And always pay the balance. What does that mean? Walk by faith. You're a smart man. I've been... Oh, hold on. We're talking to Call Me Pug. I don't mean to jump in the middle of your conversation. Yeah, I always use credit cards to buy everything, but I always pay off credit cards every month. I haven't carried a credit card balance since Mrs. P and I got married. That's been, about 38 years or so. But it's super convenient to pay everything on credit card. All right, where do we think the people are going to be coming from? Behind? Robbie Killer, good morning. Robbie Killer's a short timer now. He's getting married in about a week. Well, probably 2 weeks still. All right. 8 people left. I'm guessing someone has better intel than we have. But we're going to play Edge after this circle. Probably hopping out there is not the smartest thing we've done all day. 7 people left, so he killed somebody. We're all geared up. Oh, we don't have all our plates. So we could do a little bit better on that.
Supply crates have been restocked. Load up.
We still have room for 2 more plates. Cover the backside real quick.
Tossing smoke grenade. You're losing ground. Moving.
No, we knew he was standing there. We went in there anyway. I thought maybe he's upstairs. He's still rocking a Lodge, which is the worst SMG in the world, but he destroyed us with it. All right, we're going to spectate this game to the end just to see how it works out. And that'll give me a chance to drink my coffee anyway. Come on. I don't know why they just don't continue the spectating from spectate. 5 people left. This guy has 13 kills. He has a fish hook. Oh, some type of an ice hook or something, a hay hook. Some pretty horrible smoke running there. Oh my God, we can't. This guy's horrible, or seems horrible. He should run far left or behind the hill. Oh, he's just gonna camp right here. You're gonna have to move the same time they do. That's not a good idea. He could roll over that hill behind him to his right. Now he's going to burn his gas mask. And he's going to die to the guy on the roof.
Only 2 left.
Not good. The guy was not the best guy in the game. Barclays, loot jet card for the win. Only one. What is up? And Ames 85, Mr. Nobody. Guess that was an okay game. All right, so we ended up with 13 kills, 1 death. We died running into a house where we knew somebody was sitting. Chief Benjamin, we're going through False Fall here in Maryland. Get 60s, 70s, and next week 80s, 90s. Yeah, we're doing the same thing. We have quite a few trees that are starting to change color, so that's our false fall or a drought fall. Yeah, I'm done with the hot weather, but on the other side, I remember last spring how excited we were to see green leaves for after winter. So, you know, winter will be here soon, and I don't know. I'm looking forward to it, but I know it's going to be long. Dojo, a little chilly this morning here in the Northeast. Yeah, I think it's going to be super hot here. I don't know. Let's see what's going on. See what the weather is doing. We're 67 and foggy right now, going up to a high of 86. Foggy till 10 o'clock, then sunny until 2, and then a little bit partly cloudy, but nothing major going on there. Let's see what's going on. Answering some emails here real quick. All right, got that sorted. Yeah, a lot of times I'll jump in the middle of a conversation and I have no idea what the context is. I'll be playing the game, I'll look up and read a chat, and it's actually 2 people talking to each other or something, and I just don't have context of what's going on. I try not to read too much into that because obviously sometimes I get the wrong idea about what's happening. Growlush, have you heard of the hurricane? Yeah, apparently there's a hurricane. I think it's going to be a fish storm. It's going to go out in the Atlantic for the most part. It might hit further up the East Coast, but I don't think our condo's endangered in any way. Well, I hope not, anyhow. Yeah, this thing is like stutters when it shoots. All right. Yeah, I'll probably take a look at the hurricane later today just to see what's going on, but I don't think it's coming ashore. I think it's going to turn out back to the east, or it'll turn north and then northeast again, I would think. All right, BR solos. We did pretty good with the helicopter strategy. I think we might try that again just to keep up some continuity here.
Keep clear of the gas.
You know, J-Bar, we haven't seen a single zombie box since last game, but we were in the helicopter most of the time. I would think if somebody was going for this, they would already had it. Where do we think he just landed? Maybe we shouldn't worry about him. This chopper is kind of messed up. All right, well, so much for the helicopter strategy.
Intel point activated. Now ensure the point is secure.
Chief Engine Man, supposed to turn out. Just look. That's good to hear. Yeah, we're pretty safe. Any storms are out in the Atlantic. From where our condo is, we have the Bahamas out there. And the water in the Bahamas, it goes from, obviously, islands. And the deep parts are about 13 feet deep. So it's not, you can't really get big waves coming across there.
Capture complete.
All right, Ames 85 got destroyed about that, but I like more bullets, so we'll stick with the more bullets. Still got the guy behind us. Got a buy station out in the middle of nowhere. Maybe we'll take the car. Take the car over there and get that first. Not too good. Guess we're in the wrong building. All right, let's go get our loadout, get our contract.
Capture and secure the intel point. Discover the next gas spread.
All right. With any luck, there's nobody sitting inside. Doors are open. Chief Engine Man, retired Navy, spent 20 years of my 24-year career as in Sasebo, Japan. I don't know where that is, but apparently it's near Nagasaki. Don't know where that is either. I know it's like in Japan somewhere. All right, what do we got?
For the next gas spread location.
Guess we're gonna get.
Recon contract marked.
I'm not sure which way is easier. We probably need to have a buy station sooner than later. Get our self-revive out of the way. Running around in solos without a self-revive is usually not a good way to play it. See if we can do this without lining up on a tree. I didn't see that guy. He was just like laying there. All right. Less than good. Hit the buy station right after this.
Now ensure the point is secure.
Need a few plates out of this. Chief Engine Man, Nagasaki is the city we nuked in World War II. Yeah, I knew that. I just don't know if you gave me a map without labels on it of Japan, I wouldn't know where that is. It would be like asking someone from a different country to point at Paris, Texas or something.
Intel point captured. Great work. You've earned a peek at the next gas spread.
And maybe Paris, Texas isn't a good example. He's not going to need that. We're going to take it.
Loadout drop. Head this way. You've got a loadout drop inbound.
I don't know why we keep going back to the HDR. It hasn't been working for us. All right, we had a free loadout. We spent money on this one. Where do we want to be? We want to be in lumber. So let's go ahead and make the run to, oh, I guess over here.
Recon contract marked.
That really wasn't very nice running that guy over. He was sitting there sniping at somebody across the river. Probably would have been a lot more helpful if he would have killed the guy across the river. Surely you're going to peek this window.
Gas is closing in. Setting mine.
All right, we got time. Chief Engine Man, thanks for coming by. We'll see you next time. Hey, are you just going to lay in that building all day? Are you in the bathroom?
You're gonna come out and fight. Don't worry about where you at.
Maybe you would be better off in the bathroom.
You're better off heading in the sit up there, yeah. I almost killed your bum ass.
Yeah. That's what you almost did. He almost killed my bum ass, he said. That's not very nice. Just trying to be friendly. Fortunately, we don't have more than one of these things. We're not going to hang out here. If I could find another prox mine, we would double them up on his gear, so when he comes back. Mini bike inbound. Of course, the Beavis or Butthead dude. I don't know which is which. Alright, let's get away from here. We put one prox mine on his gear. That should be enough. Is that Sir Smokey again? Good lord. Freaking hit the rock. Alright, we really don't need their money and stuff, but we're gonna run down here anyway. Can't let him have any money. Alright, we need to get away from here. Nothing nice is happening there. That guy needs coffee. Yeah, he wasn't good. That's what was going on there. So do we take this guy's ABR? No. Maybe we should use it instead of our sniper. We'll try it. All right, let's not worry about this. Just get out of here. We have a long run. Keep a rock behind us and whatever's behind us. Guy hit his gear right back here. I don't think we got a kill on it. All right. I think that was the last one behind us. Fly down through the woods here. Stay a little low profile. We do have a buy station if we feel inclined. There's 2 cars there. Guessing that guy's dead. We have pretty far to go. We are not gonna flirt with that buy station. We have a guy running the ridge up here. You know, the good thing about this burst fire, it does conserve your ammo quite a bit. So that's a thing. All right. Definitely have people behind us still. I don't think we want to play around out here. I think we want to get a little bit of cover. All right, so this ABR is not a replacement for a sniper. At least for me, it's not. I don't really know if you really need a burst fire gun with 60 rounds in it. Seems excessive. But I guess more is better. Get a little bit better house, maybe. I think we just shot an air conditioner. Can't do that. We need to get building cover. Let that guy run to us.
Enemy UAV.
Got the guy running down the backside. Snarky, I kind of like the ABR, but that burst sucks. Yeah, I think you can get it. I think you can get it to full auto eventually. Guessing that guy already ran.
Gas is moving in. New safe zone located. Enemy UAV is online. Enemy UAV overhead. You're being tracked by an enemy squad. Evade and survive. Losing ground, moving. You've made it to the top five. Got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated.
This is not where I want to be.
Deployed an advanced UAV. You're in the top three. Don't let up now.
The bounty guys knows where we're at.
Gas is inbound. Enemy buy station deployed. Thermite incoming! Now finish. Gas is closing in. Relocating. Gas moving.
All right.
That's a job well done.
Wow, that was a little hectic there at the end. So somehow we got that worked out. Skeptors, just an automatic is quicker than the burst. You need to keep doing. think that was a pretty good. So we had 25 kills that game. I think the rotation low on that cliff was kind of sketchy. There was a guy right above us, but he decided not to push at all. I don't know if he knew we were down there. Anyway, got that knocked out. That was pretty good. Castle Rock, thanks for the good game. Oldie One, thanks for the good game. Skepters, Robbie Killer, Dojo, I think I'm getting epilepsy watching these Battle Pass things. All right, let's look at our weapons real quick. Not the GPR, but this ABR. We're up to level 9. I don't know if we get anything extra with that. We're not actually going to use this thing, so I'm not even going to build it. I kind of wanted to go try the, what was the other one? What was the STG-44? I guess we can't use it because it has Gunfighter on this class. So let's get rid of Gunfighter. Go to can't get all this stuff to work. STG-44, and I think I have this one. Not sure what's what and who's who, but underbarrel. Do we get new stuff? Probably not. So you don't get like the. Let's look at this in the firing range really quick. I don't know. It's all over the place. I don't think that's good. See what we can do for a little bit better recoil. I don't know that there's anything else we could use. The Bruin Heavy Barrel. Try that, and maybe something else on the front end. Yeah, this is just not good. Yeah, we are not going to use this gun. I don't know how people use the old guns. Just doesn't make a lot of sense. We'll go back to our ABR. Sure. All right, back in the game. Sorry for the delay there. We should refill our coffee before we get started. Let's see if we can get back-to-back wins. That would be fun. Stanley, I never put recoil in any of my guns. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of recoil. With keyboard and mouse, recoil is bad. You just can't get those follow-up shots on. While we're loading, let's go ahead and gunsmith this thing. I guess it didn't save our weapon. I don't know why it didn't save it. There, we got some stuff on it again. Robbie, laying down saved you right there, DP. Yeah. I do pretty good with drop shots. That's usually my go-to. And laying down, just watching that buy station come in, it was like, okay, we're just going to sit here and wait. Somebody's going to show up. And we ended up seeing the guy over there, and I thought pushing towards him was a good idea. Stanley, is mouse and keyboard easier to play COD than with controller, or is it the other way around? I really feel mouse and keyboard is probably the way that, well, all first-person shooters started with mouse and keyboard. Or actually, Doom was just keyboard. And pretty much the games today are exactly like the Quake engine. We didn't change our reticle. Can't see nothing with this gun. Definitely need faster bullets. But yeah, I think mouse and keyboard is definitely the way to play a first-person shooter. I have a controller. I've tried it. I just don't enjoy it. It feels like you rely on aim assist way more than you should, and I'm just not good at it. I'm sure some people that play controller love it. All right, BR solos. I think we're gonna do helicopter, recon. So Robbie Killer's going to steal the tactic of being afraid for your life and laying down in the weeds. It's almost a bush Wookiee tactic. Sometimes you get lucky and find somebody under a parachute with a helicopter. Cut him up. Oh, we got a guy diving in over here. He's going short. Robbie Killer, your hand re-cramping immediately? Yeah. I think that's why I can only play about 2.5 hours before I have to do something else. My middle finger on my keyboard hand is constantly pushing down. Jumped out a little soon. Ooh, we do not want this. This fold-up 9mm is not a good gun. Wow, okay. So our chopper's like amazed it didn't blow up. We sent a ghost riding right into the mountainside. Yeah, I know you're down there. All right. He couldn't have enough money to go make it worth chasing him. Somebody's inside.
Enemy soldiers incoming. Bring down the point until it's secure.
So we had a guy running in behind us and the guy in front. So we had to do something.
Fight to earn redeployment.
Plus, sitting on the computer chair all day would make me so sore. Yeah, I'm definitely ready to get up after 2.5 hours. I also think my elbow on my mouse arm isn't ergonomically placed. I feel like my elbow gets sore, but that could be from blacksmithing too. Swinging a hammer all day long. Sly Dog, Bush Wookiees is definitely my tactic. Yeah, we've ran across Sly Dog in a bush before. It didn't go well for us. Back when I used to play the original Warzone Verdansk with my son, he was a big believer in the bush Wookiee tactic. We would do the helicopter, get a bunch of recons, go camp the last circle. I'm not sure that guy even tried. We have a whopping $500 and a dream. Wow, if I had something other than a sniper rifle, we should have just stayed with our pistol. Could have killed him there. That was probably the worst game of the day. Crowlush, my ADHD kicks in after 2.5-hour games. Yeah, that's about all I can stand. All right, so we ended up with 3 kills and a horrible game. I guess that's what happens after you win. You end up being way too optimistic. What am I going to do today? I'm going to be working on the camper. I need to get the cat litter box situation sorted out. I have to build a tunnel from the bathroom vanity door into the litter box area, big enough for the cat to go through comfortably. Our typical cat doors around the house here, I don't know, they're probably 8 inches tall or so and maybe 4 inches wide. And the cats can just like step through the door to go through. But the tunnel to the litter box in the camper is probably, oh, I don't know, it's going to be like a 6 or 7 inch tunnel. So I need to make it taller so they can walk through without kind of stepping through. Skeptors, I'm high focus when I game and it helps my ADHD. Yeah, I can see that. Snarky, have you tried to play like me now? You trying to play like me now? What does that mean? Like one and done? Drop in and die? Yeah, that's what we're trying to do. No. We messed up on that first bunker. You know, we had our contract inside. We killed a couple bots on the outside. We pushed in to get our contract started. There was a guy set up behind a barricade with an LMG. Not much we could have done. And then while we were looking at him, there's some guy was coming in behind us. So not much we could do. Snarky, this is probably my last game. Yeah. So we're going to make it a good one. We didn't fix our thing. Can you edit? Can you gunsmith while we're here? You can't change cosmetics, I guess. I guess I can't change the reticles. Alright, so no ABR again this game. Alright. Crowlush, we'll definitely get some more videos up. Alright, let's do the Snarky Goblin drop in. This looks like a bad idea. The first contract on the map usually is not a good idea. I think everybody with ADHD goes to the first couple contracts because they get bored waiting for the plane to move. Wow, nobody came here? I guess we're okay. So we have the Ladra, the 66 round variety. 30 round C9. I don't know if that's a good option for us. .66 seems like a better number, but we've had bad experiences with the Ladra. Just doesn't seem to kill people. If we would have been a little more proactive here, we could have grabbed the train.
Now ensure the point is secure.
That's okay. We have a buy station close by. We're gonna have enough money to get loadout. We could grab this bounty right next to us.
Well done, soldier. Check your map for the next gas spread location.
Up the ladder.
Stay on the bounty side. Down.
All right, the bounty's actually in a bad position for him. Grab our loadout. Get ourselves revived.
You've got a loadout drop inbound.
Now let's go see if we can get eyes on this guy.
Moving here.
I don't think we're gonna push. We got a guy pushing up the hill towards him.
Primary objective complete. All targets eliminated.
Got the other guy across the way. Got all his goodies, that's good. Pretty sure that's only a bot over there.
Be advised, an enemy squad is tracking your location.
Alright, the right thing to do would be take our windfall here and go get something somewhere else. Maybe way over here.
Contract locked. Got gas moving in.
No reason to sit around waiting for things to go bad. Wow, this car needs a better muffler. Definitely hard on the ears.
Enemy intel located. Capture and secure
So someone's been around here.
the next gas spread.
Sitting in a doorway is not the best thing to be doing. All right. Got a position. We still have a guy with a bounty on us. Don't see any recons close by. Snarky Goblin is the king of bad ideas. Yeah, it happens.
Capture complete.
I get it.
Uploading information on the
We have one way back here. Do we risk it? Probably not. That would be one of those snarky goblin ideas. So we're gonna do it. Again, this car is really loud.
Checking map. Mark the point containing enemy intel nearby. Capture information.
Actually a good spot for us to be. Got a little ammo. Hang out here and relax. The door is closed. Either a good thing or a bad thing. All right. What did you say? I can't hear you. The vehicle is so loud. Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Loadout drop headed your way.
All right. Do we bother with our sniper? I think we do. Or we go pick up our ABR and hope for the best with that.
Marking new safe zone.
I'm kind of over the whole sniper thing. For a while, at least.
Check your map for the next gas spread location.
We'll try our ABR. Kind of need a new vehicle.
Good work. Hold down the point until
All right. I'm sure it's perfectly safe here. We really should have an SMG type weapon. Kind of feel bad that we left our pistol now.
intel point captured. Great work. You've earned a peek at the next gas spread.
I don't know where he went. We're not going to worry about it. I'm not going to chase a guy down in that tunnel. I got to get away from here. I'm going crazy with all these sounds. All right.
Recon contract mark.
Little ginger box. That might be good for us. I think we're going to fly our UAV just to see who's who here. Got a guy in the street running this way. Got a guy on the building next to us.
Mark the point on your map containing enemy intel. Capture and secure it to get ahead of the next spread.
Priority tasking
I'm
request.
reloading.
UAV exiting AO.
Hostile UAV.
It's hard to beat the GPR. Just for stability. I mean, the thing is rock solid. This other guy was running this way. Almost shot at a trash bag.
Intel point activated. Now ensure the point is secure.
And we'll sit here. Fly high, what is going on? UAV. Yeah, we put it up there. It didn't really tell us a lot. We're going to go out and buy another one at the front gate here in a minute. Just feel like we would be better off with an up-close weapon. An LC-10 right now would be pretty good.
Capture complete. Hell of a job. Uploading information on the next gas spread. Gas is closing in. Get to the new safe zone. Supply crates to restock. Advise you to load up now.
Where'd the guy go? That wasn't him. That was him. All right, what do we need? UAV would be good. Stop. Get that up in the air. Did we not buy it? Buy another one for the road. I want a munitions box. Now we got a lot of people around us, so we're gonna go ahead and
You're losing ground. Moving.
plant something here. Maybe get a cheap kill out of it. Still have $45,000. Be nice to have a backpack so we could store some stuff. All right. We have another buy station coming up, so let's go ahead and get a UAV up. I would think most people in solos are running Ghost.
Moving.
Thanks for the work. UAV overflight terminated.
Enemy.
So bad. All right, we don't have our sniper, so getting up on this hill is probably not good for us. I hear somebody, but I don't know where they're at.
Enemy UAV is online.
I'm guessing the
Hostile
buy
UAV
station.
in the area. Enemy advanced UAV is active.
Yeah, cheater. So this guy has a Terminator skin, and his name is Terminator. We're going to report him just because we don't like that skin. And he's using some type of strike pack or something on his controller because he didn't miss a shot. That's all right, though. We have $21,000. We just got to get out of here. Purple Ox. That sounds like a bot name. I guess we didn't try very hard on that Terminator guy. We were kind of freaked out that... Oh, I don't know. This is right where that other guy was. I think that's a bad idea. This is probably a worse idea. Why didn't it buy? What else do we need? We need some plates for sure. All right, let's chill out here for a minute. So that was a pretty good time to go to the gulag. Came back. Still not a lot going on here. Definitely need to get across this river as quick as we can. Got a guy up on top. Just got to keep shooting until somebody goes down. All right. Well, I do feel better with the SMG, the pistol, than a sniper or something. Stanley, I don't even know why they made the Terminator skin. Yeah, the Terminator is like one of those pay-to-cheat skins. Maybe we can just close that door and not worry about the guy over there. I don't know if I want to go up this big building or not. I think it's probably a bad idea.
Just moving in. New safe zone located.
I feel like there's a guy across the street. We know there's going to be somebody up here. Wow, okay. Would have thought for sure there was somebody up here. Oh no, we're stuck now.
Just closing in.
Well, that kind of sucked. That was huge.
Gas is inbound. Marking new safe zone.
We know we have the guy. I know I have a UAV. I don't want to use it quite yet. It's on my rooftop. We have two on the rooftop. Guy on ground floor.
Priority tasking request received. UAV exiting AO.
We're going to say we're safe under this ledge.
Got gas inbound. Safe zone relocation.
There's one guy on the roof and one guy down low.
You're losing ground. Moving.
And we have the bushwookie in the corner, the guy on the roof. Just not good. Ah, that's the way it goes. Well, we got third place. We'll take that. So we had one win today, a couple good games. I think we only had one. Maybe we had two. I don't remember. 15 kills. Not horrible. All right. I think that's going to do it for the day. I want everybody over on YouTube, Wise Man, Sly Dog, Castle Rock, Oldie One, J Bar, Brandon Kirkham, Recovery Rocks, Speed Freak, King Bing, and Melanie. You guys enjoy your day. Over on the Twitch side, we're going to see where we can send you guys. Stanley, Krellush, Casey, Fly High. Who else? Snarky. I think that's it. Call me Pug. All right, guys. All right. Enjoy your day. We'll catch you later. Let's see who we can raid real quick. Anybody that's raided me? Dark Cyber. There we go.